So let's get started. Good evening, good afternoon. I'm going to move my stability ball out of the way so it doesn't bother us. I will be doing side views and front views just so you can get an idea of body positioning, but don't think that you have to be the same position as I am. Okay, so let me back this up. And just look at the lower leg. So I've got my foot fixed to the mat, and I'm doing some ankle circles, okay? I'm going this way, okay? Okay, pick it up now and just swing it side to side or circle it, just move it. Get that range of motion, that mobility out of that ankle. Okay, let's go the other side. Toe down first and circle outward. Okay, pick it up and kind of swing it side to side. It's a real coordination thing. Don't feel bad if you can't figure that out. Circle. It's just trying to find all the different little range of motion movements that our ankle actually has. Okay, now you're going to pick your leg up and pinch back here. Try to close the gap right there, okay? Pinch. Okay, that's a new one. What that's doing is that's activating that hamstring. Okay, and the other side. I'll go straight ahead. I think it's better for me to do a side profile for you. Okay? Go full range and pinch your hand in that crease. Okay? That's different than marching our feet. But if I had you now march, we're still trying to do that. We're just trying to close that gap right there. Okay? That's the knee. Now, we're going to go back and around. Okay? So back and around, 2, 3, 4, 5, other side. Back and around, 3, 4, and 5. Now let's alternate for 3 of them. 1, 2, last one, 3, 3. Now we're going to go the other way. So we go forward and back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Other leg, swing it around. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's alternate. Oh boy, I totally forgot which side because I'm thinking of the next thing. Sorry about that. So bring it around. So it's actually this way. I'm going to start over. So bring your knee up and around. Okay. Wow, that really got an air bubble in my brain, guys. Okay, let's bring our legs apart. I'm going to tip up so you can see what I'm doing now with my hands. Now, my legs are apart, and I'm going to bend, getting that stretch in that inner thigh. Okay. Feel that in those adductors, inner thigh. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze those glutes. We're going to press our hips towards the screen. I'm going to do a side profile of that one. So my hips are back. I'm going to squeeze and press them forward and feel that stretch in that inner thigh and in those hips. Forward, okay, hips back and press forward. You should squeeze your glutes so that you keep that back nice and stable and go back to that side bend, okay? Legs are still far apart, about wider than the mat. And alternate. I am leaning forward, not because I want you guys to, I want you to see me. My face, it's that I'm angling it so all my weight's on that bent knee, okay? All right, hold it there. Now bend, my toes turn out, put your hands on your knees, And press those knees. Press your hands on your knees and push them out. And you're gonna feel a stretch right in here. Okay? When we straighten out, you're gonna come down and get a stretch in those hamstrings. Okay? And then come back up. Squat, wide, wide, wide. Straighten them out, come down, let those fingers touch the mat. Back up, let's do it one more time. It should feel really good. You should be able to go further. Three's the charm on that one. And come down, your fingers touch the mat. Okay, now, we're gonna work on those ribs now. So, ribs, we're gonna put our feet close together. They're probably about hip width. So, where I'm going with this one is we're gonna do a side bend. Don't go too far, we're gonna stay on one side, 2, 3, 4, let's go the other side. 3, 4, 5. Okay, now let's bring our arms up, back down. We're gonna break at the hip, come down, touch the floor, come back up. Now, if you want your legs to be further apart, you can do that. Keep them hip width. My arms are coming up over my head. My fingers are touching. Open them up, down. Deep, deep stretch in those hamstrings. The weight of our body and gravity. And yes, we are stretching our low back in this position, and it can be challenging for some low backs for sure. Hopefully it isn't, and it's doing a good thing for you. Now, I've tipped it up so you can see what I'm doing with my fingers now. So I'm interlocking my fingers, and I'm gonna do that side bend, okay? I'm gonna stay on the same side so it's predictable for our back. Our brains don't have to think about it. It's just one side. Now, meet me in the center. Let's go the other way. Open up. Open up. 3, 2 more. 2. All right, now we're gonna go all the way around the world. So around the world is palms, come around to the outside of that outside foot. We drag our fingers across to the other side, and we come up and back to the top, okay? Again, here we go. Fingers, roll, up. One more time. Okay, here we go. We'll go to the other side. Reach to the outside of that leg, swing it, come back to the center. There's 2. One more. Okay, let's keep our hands there. Now let's rotate those wrists. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back because our legs are wide. I'm gonna go back, hands on my knees, and lean forward. I'm gonna drop that shoulder to the center, back, alternate, okay? This feels, it opens up the spine. You can leverage yourself. You can grab your knees and then lift and rotate, and it's almost like your own mini traction of your mid and low back. Or just put your hands there and rotate, okay? Rotate. Okay, come on up. Deep breath in, exhale, come down, sweep the floor with your fingers. Come back up, let's do it 2 more times. Up, break, come down. Last one, guys. Deep breath in, and come down. All right, now let's do a little rotation of the shoulder. Backstroke, backstroke. Okay, you see how I'm letting my shoulder go square right to the screen. That's what I want until you rotate to the other side, okay? Okay, let's bring our feet close together. we're gonna do the same thing, okay? Now it's more of a low back rotation, which is okay. Okay? All right, now let's try it at the same time. Palms are facing the screen. I lift up, my thumbs go back and all the way around. 2, and again, 3. Now we're gonna alternate going the other way. So we're rewinding those shoulders, okay? Got it? Shoulders are getting ready for going down onto the floor. Okay, this is like the old butterfly stroke in swimming. We open up and circle around. You don't have to force it. You can just make small circles if you want, okay? I'm trying to make big, gigantic circles. Ginormous. Okay? All right, let's shake them up. Let's go side to side. Now, in a day where you're just gonna do some cardio, that's perfect little warm up and movement stretch or prep for going out for a bike ride, for a hike. You should be ready to go. But tonight you got another many minutes to stretch. But we're making our way to the floor. This is not a pillow for a nap. It's just leverage when I kneel on it. I didn't tell you that you might need a strap or a towel, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna be doing some shoulder stability now. This is not mobility, but stability in the shoulder and engaging our core, stretching our hamstrings and our calves for added benefit or bonus, okay? So what we're doing is a walk out. We've done these before. You walk out into a straight arm plank. Now, pretend we've got some gum on our hands, and we're trying to pick our hands up to get the gum off the palms, okay? So I'm picking up. I'm trying not to shift too far. I'm trying to stay centered. My abs are tight, and I'm picking up. What that does is it activates this shoulder to hold me. Now, go ahead and pick your hand up and give you a little tap on each shoulder, okay? Now, we're gonna walk back and roll ourselves up to a stand. Now, we're gonna keep our put our legs a little bit closer. Now, this is really gonna feel our hamstrings, okay? So we're gonna talk about hamstrings and calves on this next one. So, walk out. Keep the heels down now, okay? Heels are down. Push, drive them in. This is not so much focusing on our shoulders right now, but feeling the back of our legs from heel all the way up into our back, okay? Now, come down. Now we're into a Superman, but I'm not gonna let my knees touch. I'm just gonna stay here and let those knees hover, okay? Another shoulder stability. Okay, now I'm gonna pick up one leg and I'm gonna straighten it out. Okay, let's try the other side. Make sure that your abs are tight, you're set, and let the other leg, my right leg is out. Don't be too heavy on one side. Try to equally distribute your weight on those shoulders and that one leg, okay? Here we go. Stand those legs up, walk back, your feet, your hands to your feet, and roll up. All right, well, after doing these for the last 5 weeks in quarantine, I have to say that I've gotten a lot stronger. Okay, so now my feet are really close together, like this close, okay? Put them close. Put those hands together like you're gonna dive into the pool. You're right at the edge, someone's gonna knock you right in, and then you tip over and walk yourself out. Okay, now we're in a straight arm plank, but our feet are really close together. It's really odd, but that's what we're gonna do. Now we're gonna drive those heels to the floor, and it's not so much a straight arm plank, but it's a focus on the calf muscle, okay? Hips up, drive those hips up towards the ceiling, and get a super duper maximum stretch of those calf muscles. All right, break at the knees, come down, child's pose. Arms are in front of you. They're not together, but they are spaced out in shoulder width, okay? And just sit back, take a deep breath in. Exhale. Up onto the hands and knees now. Now we're just gonna sway back and forth. It's the easiest thing we're gonna do today, right here. Let that low back relax. All right, a little thoracic rotation. I'm gonna stay this way. I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna try to reach my hands towards the seat and line it up and come back and alternate, okay? Each side, take it to your own pace. If this bothers your shoulder, then just put your hand on your chest and open up as much as your neck and your shoulder and your thoracic spine allow you. This arm exaggerates that range of motion. Okay. All right, let's go one more on each side. You're back on all fours. Now you're gonna round up like an angry cat. Round up. Hold it up there. You're trying to like take those scapula and put them, round them, and contour them like, is that the right word? Probably not. One of you guys would have corrected me on that. But you're just trying to take your shoulder blades and round them right around those ribs, okay? That's what that angry cat's doing. Now sink like an old cow. And child's pose. Hands in front, shoulders width apart. All right, let's roll over onto our back. This is the start of the abs. And start with just recognizing what that pelvic tilt is. So put your hands behind you or in your back and then press the small of your back in. I'm lifting my head so I can really get my low back flush to the floor, okay? Now that it is, I'm gonna put my head down. And now I'm gonna lift and march my feet, keeping my low back straight, or flat, sorry. I'm not gonna straighten my legs out yet. I was thinking about it, that's what you heard me. Okay. Okay, now they're gonna go straight. Your low back, check in with it. It's gotta be flat. Keep marching those legs. And come on down. All right, hips up. Now we're gonna march our legs, just like as if we were doing that first exercise, marching our feet to the floor, working our abdominals. This is working our abs. On the right side, if my right leg is fixed to the floor, my left is up, I feel my abs and I feel my low back. That's where we're feeling it. Glutes, hamstrings, a mix of muscles. Okay. All right, now let's complement this one. Let's hold on to that right knee and that bridge, come down and then lift up, okay? Hold on to that knee as you're lifting that hip up solely on the left side. All right, let's go the other side. Put that right foot down, hold on to that left knee and drive that hip up towards the ceiling. At your own pace. I'm gonna count for 12. I've got 10 more. Four to go. All right, roll those knees into your chest. Full surface. Let all of your back feel the mat. Okay, now bring your legs to tabletop. Now we've done this one and we've done this one. Now we're gonna straighten out both of them, okay? You can do a little bit of a lift. You can put your hands on your tummy to make sure everything is firing. Okay, I'm gonna go 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 7 to go. 5 weeks ago, you guys would not have been hearing me count because it was killing me. I usually walk around at this point in a class, but there's no one to walk around for. Okay, bring your knees into your chest. Feet down, hips up. And just let your low back carry you or lift you up, hold you up, while your abdominals get to take a little bit of a recovery. Okay, now let's see what our mobility is for those ankles. So I'm lifting my toes up, and I'm just on my heels as my hips are up, okay? I'm gonna slap my toes down, exaggerate that range of motion, and get those muscles in the front of your lower leg to wake up, okay? Okay, bring your hips down, roll your knees into your chest. Okay, you ready now? So we've done this one. Now we're gonna put our hands behind our head. We're gonna do 20 of these, okay? Your head comes down as your legs are straight, and then your elbows meet knees. If you wanna modify this, you put your foot down and do half of them here and half of them the other way, okay? I'm gonna get the full effect, do both of them. As you can see, I'm curling my hips up. Okay, I'm gonna go for 5 more than 20 probably. Last one, and come on down. Hips up, and bring those toes up, and start slapping those feet down on the mat. Okay, now let's put our hips down. This one, again, kind of the theme today is keep starting in the legs in that tabletop position. What we're gonna do is we're gonna reach to the outside. I do have my head and shoulders up. Okay, now if I wanna make it harder, my legs are lower, okay? And I am rotating, my hips are rotating side to side. If you don't like this on your neck, just put your head down. You're still gonna feel this, okay? Here, with your legs are up, you think this is harder? I find it easier because my back is flat on the floor. And take a rest. All right, with that one, I'd like to try a side plank because that's working those obliques. Side planks are also working the obliques. So go ahead on whatever side, you know we got 2 of them. So stack your feet, modified is here. Regular is right here, okay? And we come up, and we bring this hand up here. If you want to get fancy on me, you rotate. Took my ponytail holder up, so I'm all hair. There, and then back up. You can keep doing that. 20 seconds. We've got 10 more seconds to go. And other side. I think my hair just grew overnight. Okay, get onto the other side of that elbow. Go ahead and get started. And again, you have 2 ways you can do this. 4 ways. You could go here and rotate. Or you could go here. Okay, let me look at the clock. And here to here, okay? Or just hold yourself. Hold yourself. Either way. Keep that hip up. You feel like you're starting to say, pop that hip up, but this is great for the obliques and the low back, really. And there it is, calm down. All right, let's polish it off with the bicycle elbow to knee. And then we'll go back to stretching. How about that? Okay, here we go. All right, we're going to start now on the 30. You lift up and over. The of you who saw me or joined me this morning, I believe we did a 60-second set of these. So I know I'm going to feel this one. How to modify. Put that foot down and pick up the knee and rotate, okay? Either one. I'm not watching you, so you could be resting for all I know. Checking the oven on your dinner. I'll be right back in 1 minute, right? 15 seconds, guys. Glare on my watch, it's hard to see it. And there are our 60 seconds. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna straighten out those legs. You're gonna interlock your fingers, you can take them over your head. What you're trying to do is open up that space between your hips and your ribs, just to lengthen the tummy, lengthen the low back. You're gonna get a stretch in the shoulders. Deep breath in. This time you're gonna have to exhale out that mouth. All that effort in our abdominals. All right, bring in that one knee to the chest. The other one is straight, other leg is straight. As you do that, let's do one last circle of that calf or that ankle. Okay, let's go the other side. Switch. Circle that ankle. Okay, let's bring both of them into the chest now. Okay, rock side to side. Okay, before we get in too much of stretching the hamstring and those glutes, I want you to stretch your quads, okay? You can do that two ways. You can lie on your side and you can take the top leg and you can stretch it that way. That's fine. You can also put that band or the towel on the front of that knee and lay on your belly and then pull, okay? Either hand, you can pull this way. So there's no effort in the shoulder. But for some of you, that range of motion is not all there, and so you're right here. And so a towel pulling helps you relax. You can take deep breaths and feel the release of your quad, your thigh. I'm just gonna hold on to my foot. Okay, or like I said, you can lie on your side and you can do it this way. But what's really important is this has no break or no flex. You're flush to your hip, it's all straight, and it's behind you. Okay, other side. Turn into a break dancer, turn side to side. Of course, you can put your back to the camera or to the laptop, but I want you to see what I'm doing. This one feels great. I could do this one all day. Obviously, this isn't easy for some of us. This is one you can do standing up, but because we're on the floor, that's why we're doing it this way today. If I remember, we'll do it again when we're back up the tail end of the session, okay? All right, now let's roll over to our backs. Now, grab your towel, grab a yoga strap, a band, whatever you have is gonna work, okay? I have two ways that I put the band, and that is it's on the ball of my foot or it's on my arch. tonight we're gonna go right to the arch, okay? We're not gonna worry about the calf muscles so much. If your back is not feeling it so good tonight, you keep this foot up. Otherwise, to get more of a stretch and to keep this hip flexor lengthened, my back does come up a little bit, but it's not bothering me. It doesn't have to be that neutral to focus on stretching on that right side hamstring, okay? So here we go. I do have my foot flexed. It's in a relaxed position, but the strap is putting it in that position, okay? And I'm gonna put my hands down here so I can relax my arms and I can steer it with my elbows on the mat, okay? I've lined up my foot to my same side shoulder and I'm bringing it forward as far as I can. The minute you get to that uncomfortable point, it's gonna naturally make you take that deep breath, and please do, don't hold it. All right, back off that stretch. Now, bend the knee and go the same position. Just keep lining it up to that same side shoulder. Bend that knee however much you want. And where you're gonna feel that is right in the middle part of that hamstring, okay? Now as I'm there, whoops, I gotta get my hands back. I'm going to straighten my leg out and push away, okay? You can do the same. It could be a towel, it doesn't have to be the band. And straighten it out. Okay, keep it straight and drive it towards your nose, your forehead, over your head. Get that deep, intense stretch in that hamstring. Okay, give it a little bend. That was an intense stretch for me. Now I'm gonna angle it. So now I'm at the opposite shoulder, slight bend in my knee, and I'm going upward. Okay. All right, you're gonna back off that. And now we're gonna take it 3 feet above the mat. What you're trying to do is now angle, let that toe drop and pull. And you're gonna get a pretty nice stretch in those outside lower leg muscles and your IT band. And this is another one, bend your knee and bring it back. That's another one that's gonna knock the wind out of you. So you're gonna wanna take that deep breath. Okay, now we need to stretch the low back on this one. So keep that towel, that band right there in the arch. Lower this one. Now you're gonna back off that stretch and you're gonna lay it over to the other side, okay? My foot is on the floor. And now for me, I feel it here in my hip and in my back. My right hand on the same side I'm stretching is on the opposite side, okay? I'm trying to keep that shoulder down. It's a nice stretch in that back. Bend your knee to bring it back. All right, I did not forget about the piriformis. We're gonna go back to that. Switch legs first, okay? Put that towel on the arch. Okay, let that other leg go down to the floor. Try to relax your arms, bring them back down. The towel hopefully is long enough for the strap. And now just bring it forward. Towards, or the same side of the same shoulder. Okay, now we're gonna bend that knee, and we're gonna bring it forward again. It's in that mid hamstring. Don't let that knee come out. I'm not trying to get the groin yet. Okay, now let's do that movement pattern where our arms are down here, holding that towel, that band snug, and extend that leg, okay? Feel the stretch, extend that leg, feel the stretch, some bending, and extending that knee. Okay, now Back off that stretch. Now we're going to take it to the opposite shoulder. There is a slight bend in my knee. And that's going to get the B-U-T-T and the outside of those hamstrings. A little bit of your lower leg to the outside. Deep breath in. All right, back off that stretch. But now take it all the way 3 feet above to the other side. Let that foot, see how I'm dropping my toe? And I'm going to get what we call the peroneals. And it feels really good. Okay, bend that knee, bring it back. All right, we're going to back off that stretch. And now we're going to lay it down to the other side. This hand, this is my tight side, so I really have to make a real effort to get that shoulder down on the floor. But you're not pulling on that towel or that band right now. You're just letting that foot rest to the other side. Okay, bring it back over. Check in with our back. Do a pelvic tilt. Press the small of your back down. Roll your knees into your chest. Okay. All right. We don't need that right now. Okay. Take it away. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stretch out the inner thigh. So your feet are on the floor, and then you just let your hips, your knees come open. You can solely focus on those legs, or you can take your hands and bring them up, your hands over your head, but my elbows are lined up to shoulder height. And tuck your chin in. But if you lose too much focus on stretching that inner thigh, then don't worry about your upper body on that. I will get that in a bit. Okay, now let's reach in, grab our ankles, and pull your feet towards you. And where you should feel this is in the groin. It's a little butterfly stretch. Okay, all right, one last extension of those legs to feel those hamstrings. Try to get your legs to be straight and walk the ceiling. Okay, bring them down. We're going to do a little more thoracic rotation and low back. What we're going to do is we're going to stack, lie on the side. Our hands are going to come together. And this is going to open up and stretch our chest and our low back, lumbar. Okay, we're going to do this 5 times. Open and go back. Make sure you guys see what I'm doing. Yep, okay, good. I can see myself up. Screen. Okay. Okay, let's go the other side. Switch sides, guys. Okay, open up. About 5 times. I've got 2 more. Okay, nice. All right, figure 4 stretch now. Okay, right foot is on that top on the left, and we pick up our left foot. We reach in and pull. Now, all that stretching in the hamstring, you'd think this would feel like it's already been stretched out. More times than not, it doesn't feel like it's stretched out because we didn't open up that leg enough. So propping your foot on that other leg really opens up that hip so you can isolate that piriformis, which is that muscle that we sit on all day, if you're sitting. Okay, all right. Now, keep it here and just push that knee away. Get that rotation back in the hip. Okay, let's switch. Other side, lift that leg up, thread the needle, pull, Pull that leg in towards your chest. Feel that stretch right in here. Okay, bring it down and push that knee away. Okay, now this next exercise or this next stretch, it's a mobility stretch just like all the other things we've done, but it also can fall into the category of a stability stretch in the shoulder too. Now, the first way to do it is a modified, and you've been doing it all along, and that's a Superman. So, on a Superman, on your hands and knees, what we're doing is we're reaching, okay? So you're gonna reach, and then you're gonna try to put your hand to the back of your head, okay? That's the modified version. The way I want to show you is I'm gonna square up to the screen. You're gonna lie on your back. There's a couple things that we're going to do on our back, so I thought I would add this. So, I think you guys can see me. I can't see myself. Yeah, okay. So, what I'm doing is I'm putting my face down, and I'm lifting my hands, and then I'm bringing them to my shoulders, or to the back of my head, okay? The whole time my face is down, you can lift your head up a little bit, but here's what I'm doing, okay? So I'm lifting my hands off the floor and I'm bringing them back, okay? Okay, now we're gonna do it with our arms out like this. My face is down. Again, I'm gonna push my nose into the mat. Really, I'm setting it. Okay, here we go. Palms are on the floor. And we raise up. And relax. Okay, now I'm gonna rotate so you can see. Now we're gonna stretch out that low back. But before we do it, we always activate those lower abdominals and our glutes. So my feet are lined up, hip width apart. I'm gonna hold my tummy muscles in, gonna squeeze my glutes, and I'm going to press up. Now, as we get older, extension like this gets harder and harder. People who have bone spurs, stenosis, this can, not be so comfortable. But for us young bucks still in our 40s and 50s and 60s, we're still pretty good to do this. Arches. Okay. Now we're gonna sit back, child's pose. Offset all that extension. Okay, now come up. Just reposition our feet. Now we're gonna go each side in this child's pose stretch, so we can stretch out our ribs, okay? So my right hand is on the left side, and I sit back on my feet again. My head is down. Come back to the center. Okay, now we're gonna go to the right side. On the side, sit back. Okay, now we're gonna make our way back up. At this point, we can stay standing or we can sit down. I prefer you all to stand though, okay? So you're gonna curl your toes up, walk yourself up, walk your hands back to your feet, and round up, okay? Position this. Okay. Now, we are going to continue to stretch up the hips and our low back, but we're gonna activate those, or not activate, or we're gonna stretch those quads out too. So we did that side stretch on the quads. We're gonna do that standing up. What you're going to do is you're gonna pick it up here, and then you're gonna kick it back, okay? And then set it down. So pick it up, pull, grab your foot, and then kick it back, okay? And back down, here we go. pull. It's like 2 pulls. Pull up and pull back, okay? Pull up and pull back. All right, I'm gonna do the other side. I'm gonna do front view, pull, grab, and pull back. I think I did about 5 or 6. Now, I'm going to do some side stretching, okay? This opens up those facet joints in our spine. We did a few of them at the beginning. Your hands are going to be down here, but I'm going to take it a little bit further, okay? My fingers are trying, I'm going to stay to the center. I'm not going to go the other way. No alternating on this. Let's focus on one side so we don't hurt our back, okay? Slide down as far as you can. You can hold on with your tummy muscles. You're strengthening them in a lengthened way. You're opening them up, opening up these ribs. Okay, let's go to the other side. 3, 2, 3. If there's one side that you have back pain, you can go on the side that one makes it feel better, and you just stay on that side. And that goes for the neck as well. Okay, now let's go back to shoulders, and then we will be done, okay? So bring your hands up all the way over your head. And open up those ribs. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna squeeze my glutes, and I'm gonna hyperextend. I'm gonna look up towards the ceiling. I'm gonna release my hands and bring them back. Now interlock them back here, okay? That might be enough to feel that stretch in the shoulders. If it's not, what we do is I try to keep my ears in line with my shoulders, and then I try to, so I'm kind of tucking my chin into my chest, okay? Giving myself a double chin, and then I take my hands away for range of motion, okay? Some people like to bend forward to do this. I'm okay with it. If you're okay with it, deep breath in and come up. Relax or release, and then shake them out, okay? Let's just swing them forward. Swing them forward. Just let them flop, okay? Now, we're gonna let them flop this way, like we're wringing our hands out. Wring, just let those wrists go, the shoulders go. It should feel really good, okay? You guys should feel lighter. Can't guarantee that you're any taller. Give your arm a hug. And the other side. I have another stretch class this week. It's all, well, it always has been this way. It's a Monday night at 5. You're here, you know that. There is a Thursday at 9:30 too. Okay. All right. Let's stretch the tricep out. Hamstring. Yeah, right. Other limb, huh? Tricep. What you're trying to do is take that elbow and drive it behind your head. Okay. Other side. All right, let's go with the forearms, hand in front of the camera, and pull those fingers back. Okay, other side. Let's do it again. Pull those fingers back. Again. All right, palms up and drop. Up and drop. Okay, circle them. All right, and let's get a neck stretch in. I'm gonna get closer to the camera. What we're gonna do is we're gonna drop ear to shoulder. You should have your chin tucked in. Back to the center, other side. Just heavy head, let it drop. Don't let it roll off. Gordon used to say that. Okay, turn, look over your right shoulder and over your left shoulder. Now we're gonna do half circles, okay? So you're gonna drop your chin down and you're gonna roll to the left, back down, you're gonna roll to the right. I hear noise on this one. Hopefully you guys don't. Okay, roll your shoulders. And that, my Zoom friends, is a stretch, top to bottom. Hope you enjoyed it. Very tough.